Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chetna and this is my data world where we talk about product, data science and data analytics. In this video, I will take you through how I built a multi-agent generative AI YouTube researcher plus scriptwriter using the Microsoft AutoGen library. In the last video, I used Crew AI to do something similar in the digital marketing domain for pet industry. But I wanted to explore other frameworks out there, and I wanted to compare the most popular one apart from Crew AI, which is AutoGen by Microsoft. So let's get started. So in this video, I'm trying to use the AutoGen to create my own YouTube trend researcher and YouTube scripter. I'm going to create a crew or like a group of AI agents through the AutoGen library and give them also a prompt so that they can start researching the YouTube trends in generative AI domain, which is where I'm trying to brainstorm my next video idea from and also a script for. So that is where I'm going to ask my team of agents to come up with an end-to-end solution. I'm going to import AutoGen, and because I want to use uh, the GPT 3.5 Turbo, um, and because I want to use the GPT 3.5 Turbo model, I will import the OpenAI library. But feel free to use LangChain or Olama because AutoGen is also compatible with them. The next step is to configure your LLM, and I am configuring my LLM to use GPT 3.5 Turbo, and I'm going to give the OpenAI key. And then in this use case, I'm going to create a team of generative AI agents that can not only research the ongoing emerging trends, not only research the trending YouTube topics in whichever domain I want. And in this use case, I'm going to go ahead with the generative AI domain. But then this team will also go a couple of steps ahead, identify particular YouTube video ideas, and also come up with a sample script. Of course, I'm not going to use the script as it is because it's just a demo. But I'm going to use it as a but I can use it as a starting point and improve upon it. To create your team of AI agents, you will have to import the AutoGen library. And then in this tutorial, I'm going to use the GPT 3.5 Turbo model. So I'm going to import the OpenAI library. Of course, you can also use LangChain or Olama with which AutoGen is compatible, but make sure that you import the right libraries for it and configure your LLMs accordingly. I have configured my LLMs to consume the GPT 3.5 Turbo model and also gave the OpenAI API key. Let's go to the next step, which is actually creating the agents. I have one human agent, which is the client. The client gives the prompts or the research questions and also will moderate the chat among the group's AI agents, among the group of AI agents. Then I have a researcher, which is an assistant agent or an AI based or LLM based agent, which will do the research across the trending topics in the YouTube. And then I have the researcher, which is an assistant agent or an LLM based AI agent, which will come up with the trending YouTube topics in the generative AI domain. This will be passed on to the next agent, the ideator, who will come up with specific video ideas. I've specified one video idea, and then comes the ideator who will produce one video idea for each of the trending topics dug up for each of the trending topics proposed by the researcher. And finally, I have a writer who is also an assistant agent or an AI agent that will come up with a basic draft of video script for the idea provided by the ideator. Now I need to synchronize my chat. So I'm going to create a group chat object and call it group chat. And this will contain the agent's client, researcher, ideator, and writer all working with each other. And I also created a group chat manager object, which will coordinate, basically, which will orchestrate the conversation among the AI agents. Now, all I need to do is initiate the chat. I'm going to let the client or the human initiate the chat so that they can give a prompt to the next agent, which is the manager. The message I have is The message I have is what are the top 3 trending topics on YouTube in the generative AI domain? Now, this is just a conversation starter, but the prompt or the system messages have already been provided to each of the AI agents. Now, let's see how the conversation goes. So, you see here, the first one to respond is the researcher. The researcher comes up with the top 3 trends. The researcher comes up with the top 3 trends that it has identified on YouTube in the generative AI domain. The first one being hyper-realistic deepfake videos using generative AI. The other one is exploring GANs in art and creativity. And the third one is unveiling the latest research in text generation with transformer models. Of course, all of these are very pertinent and hot topics in the generative AI domain, and the model has done a great job. Now, let's see what happens. Let's see if the ideator could come up with a valuable. Let's see what the ideator has come up with. The ideator has come up with a YouTube title and a brief description of the idea of a video idea based on the topics that the researcher has come up with. For example, for hyper-realistic deepfake videos, it has come up with this particular title, Mastering Deepfake, Transform Yourself with Generative AI Tutorial. Tutorials are trending topics on YouTube, so that's a job well done. And for GANs in art and creativity, it has come up with artistic alchemy, harnessing the power of GANs for creative expressions, which also looks very promising. And then it has, for unveiling latest research in text generation, it has come up with decoding transformers inside the cutting edge text generation research. Of course, there are still models being built over transformer models, mostly decoder models, because generative AI is based on decoders. And this looks like an umbrella topic, not too specific, but I think it's still a good topic to go with. The final one is the more creative. The final agent, the writer, needs to be the most creative. So let's see what the writer has come up with. So you can already see that the writer has taken their screenwriting job pretty seriously. So they have an intro, they have a piece for the host, and then the video for the first topic and the description, second topic description, third topic description, and then closing statements as well. This does not look like it could last for more than 2 or 3 minutes, but this is a very good starting point for me as a content creator to develop my idea around. And also, this is very helpful because it helps me come up with a mental skeleton. But this is very helpful for me already as a content creator because it gives me a good starting point to work with. So this is how I create. I have shared my code in the GitHub repo with. I've shared the code for this in my GitHub repo, the link to which is in the description box. Uh, Please feel free to play around with it as well as see if you can come up with more use cases where you can employ a team of AI agents. Um, I'll see you again next time with a new tool, tutorial, or research paper. Until then, ciao!